Sunday, a windy, cold day despite lots of sunshine. The high only 35. It'll feel like it's in the teens and the 20s. Sunny and cold from Monday to high 39. The cold does ease on Tuesday. Sunshine at 43 in Central Park. Humidity at 56%. The wind west at 12. Repeating our current temperature 43, headed to 50 in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg on New York's weather station. 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Betterment is the automated investing app that does the work so you can focus on what matters most. Learn more at betterment.com. That's BETTERMENT.com. Investing involves risk. Wins News Time 7:34. There is a deal to end the more than week-old strike in New York State prisons. Governor Hochul announced the union and the state have agreed to terms after 4 days sitting with a mediator. The deal includes changes to address staffing shortages and steps to minimize what are called 24-hour mandatory overtime shifts. Workers also want temporary bump in overtime pay and changes in prison reform laws that correctional officers say make prisons less safe. The COs began their walkout in a protest of their working conditions back on February 17th. The workers must return to the job by tomorrow, according to the mediator in the talks. A drug lord allegedly involved in the murder of a DEA agent, Enrique Camarena Salazar, back in the 1980s, is expected to be in federal court in Brooklyn today. Mexico extradited Caro Quintero and 28 other cartel members here to the U.S. Quintero spent 28 years in prison in Mexico for murder before being released in 2013 in a technicality. That decision was later overturned, but Quintero became a fugitive, taking over as a senior leader of the Sinaloa cartel along the way. The Department of Justice says the defendants are collectively alleged to have been responsible for flooding the U.S. with cocaine, methamphetamine, fentanyl, heroin, and other drugs. The students and faculty are fighting for the life of an all-girls Catholic school in the Bronx that's slated to close its doors at the end of this school year.
Preston High School Principal Jennifer Connolly said she was stunned by Tuesday's announcement from the Board of Trustees.
We were looking to become independent and to purchase the property.
Waterfront property, reportedly worth as much as $15 million. Karina White is a senior.
This is a situation that's happening to a lot of Catholic schools. It's not just us.
White was forced to transfer last year when St. Barnabas in the Bronx closed.
We refuse to make it happen again. The fight that we have here, the community that we have here, should not be lost.
The trustees at the Sisters of the Divine Compassion said declining enrollment, financial limitations, and aging infrastructure led to their decision. Marla Diamond, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
A 15-year-old Bronx boy is charged as a subway joyrider. Now he's facing additional charges. The teen was already facing charges in the illegal ride on an R train we told you about a while back. Police say he set off a metal detector at Alfred E. Smith Technical High School. School safety agents found an MTA vest and an ID card, train keys, and multiple walkie-talkies during a search of his bag. Now he's been slapped with 6 additional charges. And the Barbie boom continues. And we'll talk about an Alicia Keys connection to that straight ahead in 1010 Winds Entertainment.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value.
We got a lot of glare this morning. We're driving east as the sun comes up.
It builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
The sounds of New York City Transit are the sounds of unity. Take a look around. When you ride the subway or the bus, you're riding with the largest unified transit workforce in America. We represent bus and train operators, maintainers, cleaners, station agents, conductors, and dozens of other transit types. From 1934, the Transport Workers Union has been standing up for the rights of all workers to be part of this great system, regardless of color, creed, or national origin. Black history is American history. We are indeed the heartbeat of New York City, and we are proud to celebrate the brilliance, bravery, and countless contributions Black people have made to this nation and to the great city of New York. Happy Black History Month from the men and women who moved New York. TWU Local 100, John Chiarello, President.
The new live traffic in Park Place will be next.
1010 Winds.
Driving to work, driving to the gym, any time of the day.
I wake up, I turn on the radio. When I need it, it's there.
1010 Winds.
On 92.3 FM.
She's just a girl and she's on fire.
Just when you think they're done, they're back again with another Barbie. Mattel unveiled its newest. It's the Alicia Keys Barbie. Coming soon to a Barbie collection near you. The whole new set that's out actually includes a tour manager and other dolls to honor women in the music industry. One-of-a-kind dolls honoring Alicia Keys and a recording engineer, Ann Minsaley, are going to be auctioned off. That's going to benefit the organization She Is the Music.
Entertainment on 1010 Wins is sponsored by Shulman & Hill, New York's injury lawyers.
Go to hurtny.com.
That's hurtny.com.
Don't want to get a copyright strike.
Get tickets at justintimebroadway.com.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
From the Gold Coast on the North Shore to Fire Island on the South, we are Long Island's all-news station.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
It's a nice sunny morning, 43 degrees at 7:40 on this Friday. It's the last day of February, the 28th. I'm Paul Bernane. Here's what's happening. Autopsies offer no answers in the deaths of actor Gene Hackman and his wife, but toxicology tests could reveal more about the deaths in Santa Fe, but that could take a while. A health alert in New Jersey to make sure you take your shots. Glenn Schuck will have more on measles cases we're hearing about in Bergen County. Will Andrew Cuomo throw his hat in the mayor's race? We could learn his decision this weekend. Attorney General Pam Bondi sets a deadline at 8 a.m., 20 minutes away, for Jeffrey Epstein documents that she says are locked up at New York's FBI headquarters. It's Oscar weekend with eyes on the Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Nora, Amelia Perez, and all the others. We'll find out for sure the winner on Sunday night. In sports, the Islanders won. 1010 Wins AccuWeather afternoon clouds after the sun with a breezy high of 48 for your Friday, and then a temperature plunge down into the 20s tomorrow night. But tomorrow's high is going to be 58, they tell us. Wins News Time 7:41 as we update traffic and transit. Here's Andre Farrow.
We still have that big mess in Rockland County heading southbound on the Palisades over by exit 5B. Traveling southbound, they have a diversion in place. Again, I was going to say use 9W, but that is also seeing some big volume now northbound and southbound. Thank you, Deanna, for checking in from that accident scene. It's a very serious crash, too, in the southbound direction. Definitely not the start you wanted on a Friday morning. I get it. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. At least 40 minutes in at the George Washington Bridge. You have delays on the eastbound side of 46. West Side Highway still a way better way to go in and out of Manhattan. The inbound Lincoln is only about 15. There's outbound delays because of the crash approaching Tunnelly Avenue, heading towards the eastern spur. 30 minutes at the inbound Holland. You have huge delays across the Pulaski, and the eastbound side of 78 over by Liberty State Park is seeing bumper-to-bumper action. Eastbound delays in Brooklyn on the Belt Parkway. Once you go across the Verrazano Brooklyn bound, bumper-to-bumper all the way to Stillwell Avenue. Westbound, you're slowed by Flatbush Avenue. Westbound Grand Central Parkway, bumper-to-bumper.
Yep, got some glare. It should clear up once the sun is not hitting the windshield.
Big delays on the westbound Northern State Parkway from Roslyn Road to the Queens border, and scattered delays on the southern, east, and west between Eagle Avenue and the Seaford Oyster Bay. The westbound LIE are slow by Lakeville Road. Traffic and transit on the ones, breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. Andre Farrow, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Initial autopsies on the bodies of actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa did not shed any light on these baffling deaths. The bodies were found at Hackman's home in Santa Fe by a caretaker in the development where they lived, and he called 911.
Have you waited my units to get into the house?
I don't know the code number.
Toxicology and carbon monoxide test results are pending. Santa Fe police say nothing points to foul play, but nothing is being ruled out.
There was nothing amiss in the house. It didn't appear that there had been any theft or anything like that. and they didn't see any weapons or wounds from a gunshot.
That's reporter Anna Schechter. The Academy Award-winning actor was 95 and was found on the floor of a mudroom in the home. Authorities say his wife's body was found in a bathroom with a space heater nearby. According to paperwork for the search warrant, Santa Fe Sheriff Adin Mendoza is urging everyone to be patient here.
The autopsy is going to be key, and the toxicology. But again, in my experience, that could take a while. And so I just ask that people be patient. There's rumors and people, I think, coming to their own conclusions. And I just say, just wait for the facts.
An opened a prescription bottle and scattered pills were located near Arakawa's body. A dead dog was also in the home, but 2 others were found alive and healthy on the property. WINS News Time 7:44. There's a measles alert in New Jersey this morning following the confirmation of cases in Bergen County.
An unvaccinated child testing positive here in Bergen County earlier in the month, and now 2 of the child's family members also have the measles. In New York State, the health department issuing a health advisory, mostly to push for vaccination. And Dr. Andrew Handel of Stony Brook Children's Hospital saying that's the top priority.
For better or worse, the MMR vaccine is the only way to prevent an infection if you've been exposed to it. And so I strongly recommend that anyone who is not up to date on their vaccine speak with their medical provider about that. The vaccine, I want to underscore, has been shown for decades and countless studies to be extremely safe.
And we're being told the child in Jersey first visited an urgent care here in Fort Lee February 8th, and then was in the Englewood Hospital ER and Hackensack University Medical Center the following day. Anyone who were at those facilities on those days should get checked out. Glenn Shuck, 1010 WINS, 92.3 FM, here in Bergen County.
A new ICE detention center for migrants is opening in Newark. The Delaney Hall facility can hold 1,000 people. It's the first migrant detention center to open under the Trump administration. Governor Murphy called the new contract with a for-profit prison company an extreme disappointment, noting that Newark is one of the state's largest and most diverse cities. Mayor Ross Baraka has his doubts that the facility meets the city regulations and cannot even lawfully open. An ICE spokesman says the location is near an international airport that streamlines their logistics and helps facilitate the timely processing of individuals in our custody. It could be an interesting weekend in city politics with eyes on former Governor Andrew Cuomo, amid reports that he may make some kind of a weekend announcement. Eric Adams has a lot of company among New Yorkers who want his job, but he seems to be brushing off all the competition.
It's a crowded field, Mayor Adams says. So what?
You got all these folks that are in the race. I can care less. I got the crown. They're trying to get the crown that I have.
Referencing the already declared candidates and the possibility that Council Speaker Adrian Adams and former Governor Andrew Cuomo will announce. The applause came from students at Chelsea Career and Technical School. He told them how he overcame setbacks.
You need to find that word that is going to inspire you, no matter what it is.
He says his mother put a sign on the bathroom mirror that said, "I am possible." Juliet Papa, 1010 WINS on 92.3 FM.
City Council Speaker Adrian Adams is making some moves, too.
I have taken some initial steps to ensure that I am prepared to quickly advance a campaign if and when I make a decision to run. Those things entail setting up a committee, preparing to put petitions in the field, setting up a campaign team.
Adams criticized the mayor over what many see as loyalty to President Trump as the feds moved to dismiss his corruption case. The mayor denies any wrongdoing. She declined, though, to criticize former Governor Cuomo, saying she wants to hear his ideas first. AccuWeather sunshine today, afternoon clouds, breezy, cooler high of 48, down to 42.